Our industry has gone through massive change the last few years. It's hard to believe we went from being a net importer of crude oil to being a net exporter of crude oil, all because of the entrepreneurial spirit and the technology innovations our industry came up with. With that though, the drive for production came at a cost. We clearly did not have a cost structure that was adequate for today's world that we're living in with low commodity prices, which meant we needed to readjust our whole cost structure. And that's a difficult task, and there's still more to do.
Over the last 9 months or so, we've really focused on trying to get as much cost out of the system as we can through headcount reductions, vendor renegotiations. But I think what we have not necessarily done is really take a lot of the work out of the system. That's really what we're focusing on today and in the future with our clients.
We're trying to simplify processes. We're trying to management by exception out in the field. A lot of the work you and your team have done, Brian, a lot of work around digital. There's another phase of cost reductions that has to take place through consolidation, but also in the whole digital space and basic processes. How are we going to get better at using less people to do our work? One of the things that's sadly lacking in our industry is transparency around financial results, right down to the operator. And it's always been a mystery to me as to why we haven't done a better job of driving that transparency to the people that actually make the decisions.
We were doing a ride along with an operator, and he had bought a part for to install on the well site, and we asked him, how much does that piece of equipment cost? And the operator told us, frankly, I don't really have a clue. I'm not really responsible for managing that. So that's just an example of where the people at the lowest level in the organization, the people that are actually doing the work, don't really have full transparency into the P&L of their well sites.
And I know your team working in the field has done a lot of work around basic things like payback, return on investment. And it's amazing how the opportunities become visible and really drive bottom line performance once people understand how the financial model works. So one of the things that we're working with our clients on is making sure that putting programs in place to ensure that they're profitable in any environment, whether it be a $30 oil price, $40 oil price, or $100 oil price, that we're able to be successful. We've generated a lot of value for our clients and rebidding that on a more of a scale, because even when we were doing it as an industry, we seem to do it by region rather than bring the buying power across the whole.